What hobby is an immediate red flag? Gambling. I work in a casino. I'll go ahead and confirm that for ya. People get addicted to pressing the button on slots. They don't even care about winning or losing. They just wanna feel like they might win. Anything involving humiliation of other, non-consenting, people or enjoying suffering of other people. Making mean prank videos, for example. Or watching videos like look at this loser doing something stupid. It's different if the video creator themselves pokes fun of themselves, because they consent. You are describing a child with internet. Collecting alcoholic beverage containers, especially the same one over and over. Had a buddy who called theirs Beer Mountain. Not having a hobby is a no-no for me. Didn't realize how big of a red flag this was until I dated someone with no hobbies. The biggest issue is that I have a few hobbies that I'm really passionate about. But my job very quickly in the relationship was to entertain them at all times. Now I only date people who are at least passionate about something they do in their spare time, because I need them to understand that it's normal that I use a lot of my spare time for my hobbies. Child duty contests. Those things are raw degeneracy, egocentrism and leave a ducking time bomb inside the child's mind. Anybody who looks at their child and thinks I could turn you into a prostitute and sexualize you for the sake of my own pride needs help, or a good kick. Cockfighting. Cock magic on the other hand. Worshippers of hustle culture and fake financial gurus. They seem to just fall into one scam after another, like dropshipping, YouTube automation, then to some crypto scheme. The key to making money online is to become a content creator that talks about making money online, to then inspire more people to do the same. It's like an organically formed MLM. I'm amazed no one has said drinking yet. Sure, you can be a connoisseur of fine alcohol, but there are other people who think getting shit-faced to natty lights on a regular basis is a hobby. That's just alcoholism. I'm not having a glass of wine. I'm having 6. It's called a tasting and it's classy. Being into history isn't a red flag, but when it translates to the Roman Empire was a perfect society with no issues or flaws, that's a yeesh. Speaking as history nerd myself, I get put off by anyone who's overly obsessed by one particular empire or spends too much time praising it and calling it a perfect society. I find the Incas to be a really fascinating civilization, but I don't pretend that they were a perfect society. Huffing, and attempting to make meth. What about huffing, and successfully making meth? Posting everything on social media. I had a co-worker who texted me at 4 AM on my only day off, begging me to work for them because they were super sick with a stomach bug and I was their only hope. I felt bad, so I agreed to take their shift. They were super appreciative and promised that they would make it up to me. I ended up having a ducking terrible day, and on my only 10-minute break during my 12-hour shift, I saw that they had posted on Facebook that they were so excited about their impromptu mental health day and were pondering whether they should marathon some Netflix and have a glass of wine or take a bath and have a glass of wine. Spoiler alert, they never made it up to me. Edit, thanks for the awards y'all. I'm sorry to hear that so many of you have had similar frustrating situations arise at work. Cheers to boundaries, clinking beer mugs. Crypto. Not I have a few bitcoins, but the ones who think crypto will save the world. Most crypto bros I've met were annoying, insufferable dudes. The first time I met a crypto bro in real life, I had given him a ride home from a gig and he spent the entire time passionately expounding how crypto would change every aspect of the world for the better, stopping only to talk about how all women other than his sister and his mother were whores. Pretty on brand. Making staged TikTok vids. Hard cringe. The fake charity/charitable acts ones are the absolute most cringe ever, or the ones with the white guy fools entire Chinese restaurant by speaking fluent Mandarin. Horseback riding. She will drain every cent you have to buy horse stuff. You look like you speak from experience. Teeth collection. No, a teeth collection is very nice, very evil. Smoking weed and making that your personality. Like, I have nothing against weed and have done it myself many times, but I just can't stand the stoners whose whole life revolves around it and act like it's a miracle cure for everything. But I've generally found that anyone who makes their personality about that one thing is annoying as hell. Be it weed, guns, parenting, working out, sports, Warhammer, you name it. And when they land on a new thing, it's like, oh shit, here we go again. Making one hobby their entire personality. I live in a town where someone has SCRPBKR as their license plate. My older brother once said his hobby is smoking cigarettes. Not sure if that's a red flag or just sad. Edit, he rolls his own because it's cheaper. He literally has to construct the cigarette to smoke it, and he probably smokes 8 to 12 a day. A Marlboro red flag. I'm pretty sure everyone here missed the word hobby. Definitely a red flag. It's a typical Reddit thread where people read the question and then answer the question they wish was asked, so they can whip out the old soapbox. Russian roulette. Ike. I'm willing to give it a shot. Honestly, just in here to see if anything I'm into is flagging. Fortunately no Warhammer 40k so far. Guy who spends hours each week on IG, commenting, liking and DMing random models they never met. Back when Facebook showed you every single post a friend liked, I had to unfriend a guy, because my feed was just ducking full of half-naked women. I think Facebook still does this, but like 1 or 2 posts here or there. Nah, this was just every other post it felt like. Hollywood/celebrity/sports worship. Like, fine if you are a fan, but if everything in your life is Star Wars themed, Kim Kardashian themed, or NY Yankee themed, I don't think we will be compatible. The one person who's insanely passionate about Star Wars, Kim and the Yanks. You just crushed their self-esteem. People who think smoking weed is a hobby. I think therefore I am. Killing for sport, Shia LaBeouf. Brandishing an axe, Shia LaBeouf. Astrology. This is typically what an otter ascending dragon third Deson would say. Crafting furniture made from human skin. Skin furniture. Don't be ridiculous, think of the smell. You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch. Voluntarism or beggar backpacking. It is usually people from well-off countries going to poor countries, and they are generally seen as a drain to slash in those countries. Worst part is how proud these people are of themselves. Uck. They're also frequently from well-off families and like to LARP as hippies/homeless in between semesters. Magic, the Gathering source. I play Magic, the Gathering. Semaphore. That sounds like 2 red flags to me. Believe in astrology or any superstitious activity. I don't mind if you're into astrology just for fun, jokes, but if you actually believe it, yikes. It's worse when you like astronomy or mineralogy and people mistakes you for astrology or magic crystals person. Healing gemstones. Yeah, I prefer DPS gemstones, just throw them very very hard. Public masturbation. That's not a red flag, that's a red rocket. Being a Reddit or Discord mod. You got it right on the first try. Some of the mods really suck. Item mod is the worst. I hate saying this cause I have close friends that are into it, but oftentimes gambling. Especially since it's usually a very thin line between hobby and addiction. $10 says I don't have an addition. I always find parents who partake in or force their kids to do beauty pageants as terrible. I dated a girl in high school that was in pageants. Her whole family was wacko. As someone who lives in LA, honestly. Any girl that calls herself an influencer. Collecting nail clippings. Hey Kira,